Islanders, I've got to set this one straight. This one is so far out of bounds, it's not even right. If you follow cruising and cruise news on social media and on YouTube, you've probably seen a cruise news story the last 24 hours in regards to a celebrity ship. Now, I've seen individuals on Facebook, I've seen people on YouTube say that passengers on board this celebrity ship are stranded. They're being held as hostages. They're stranded at sea. They can't sail. They're stuck. That's not what's going on at all. I have to set the record straight. We have to see what exactly going on. What are the conditions? And that is what you report. We'll also talk about on the show today, Virgin Voyages. They introduce a new loyalty program. We will talk about part of that. Let's talk about real cruising and cruise news right now on Island Time. A big happy Tuesday to all you Islanders. Thank you for stopping by the show today. It is time that we all drop our anchors. We take some time and relax in the islands together. I'm on cleanup duty today, and it's not something that I've done, but it's what I've seen on social media, Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, and so many reports of these passengers who are on a celebrity cruise ship. They're stuck at sea, they're stranded, they're stuck, they're being held hostage, they can't go anywhere. It's not the case. Those are not facts. I have to come on here, of course, and share facts. That's what we do. Let's talk about this story that's getting so much buzz on social media. Let's talk about what's going on, which, by the way, everything is fine now. Everything is fixed now. But let's talk about what was and what is the buzz on social media right now. You've seen those headlines of "we can't sail," passengers stranded at sea, hostages held on board a celebrity cruise ship. None of that is accurate. What is accurate is that the celebrity Eclipse has been in Vancouver for the last couple of days. The celebrity Eclipse, at one point, it was time to leave Vancouver, and they were not able to do so. Now, why were they not able to do so? There was a strike taking place by tugboat workers. It's not that the celebrity Eclipse needed the tugboat workers to get out and to leave Vancouver. That's not the case. The tugboat workers were on strike, and a fueling barge, a fueling vessel, needed to be moved in order for that celebrity cruise ship to be able to leave. Celebrity has been very responsive to this whole situation. They put out a statement, even though some passengers on board said they were slow to make announcements on board. And I can understand being on board and not knowing what's going on. It's past the time when you're supposed to leave. You're wondering what's going on. But Celebrity did share this. There's a local tug worker strike at the port of Vancouver. Without the support of tugboats, the ship is unable to depart the port. We are working diligently with all local authorities to resolve the situation so that the ship can embark on its sailing. Now, the ship had to stay there longer than what they wanted to. They had to stay there even overnight, but the ship is now gone. The cruise ship was finally able to leave Vancouver at about 1 o'clock yesterday, 1 p.m. yesterday. They were supposed to depart between 4 and 5 p.m. on Sunday. So yes, they were for sure delayed, but all the titles that we've seen on social media and YouTube videos, stranded at sea, hostages, these passengers being held against their will, that's not the case. Remember what's going on here. Celebrity knew what the issue was. They couldn't leave until this fueling vessel was moved. The ship was in full operation. All the activities are going. There's food and drinks on board. There's food being cooked. There's entertainment. Everything's going on like the ship was at any other port or at sea. There was no emergency declared. There was nothing that was wrong with the ship itself. There's nothing wrong with crew members. There's not an outbreak of anything. The boat just couldn't leave Vancouver. No one's stranded at sea. There's not hostages anywhere. Everything is okay. Those are the facts, and that is what we're going to share. So next time you see some misleading title like that. You can click on it if you want to. That's what people want you to do. But know that that's probably not the facts. Those are the facts. We are happy indeed that the Celebrity Eclipse continues selling. We hope that the itinerary is not affected. But that's the story, and we're sticking to it. Islanders, let me ask you, were passengers on board the Celebrity ship stranded? Were they being held as hostages? How would you respond in a situation like this if you were on board, having fun, doing the things that you love to do, sitting outside, going to shows, sitting at a bar, eating great food, and yes, maybe you knew your itinerary may be changed, but do you feel stranded? Do you feel as if you are a hostage? Is it fair for people to say those things? Let us know in the comment section below. We can't wait to hear from you. And let's move to this. We're excited about this. We've been talking quite a bit about loyalty programs for cruise lines. Carnival's looking to change theirs very, very soon. Virgin Voyages is taking this next step in introducing a loyalty program. They're set to introduce a more firm program in 2023, but in the interim, they've released some details that are very interesting. They have 3 status levels. The first one are Sea Blazers. If you're a Sea Blazer, these are pioneers of Virgin Voyages, and they're sailors, which is what Virgin Voyages calls passengers. They call them sailors, but these sailors who sailed on a Virgin Voyage ship in 2021. They're going to receive all kinds of perks, including a $125 bar credit. You step on the ship, $125 bar credit. But get this $125 bar credit is good every time they step on a Virgin Voyages ship for the rest of their life. If you cruise Virgin Voyages in 2021, $125 bar credit for the rest of your life. That is an awesome perk. These customers also get 4 tokens for each $1 they spend on board. Virgin Voyages keeps up with how much money you spend on board, and you get these tokens that you can exchange for different things. The second status level, Virgin Voyages is calling Sea Rovers. Sea Rovers are Virgin Voyage passengers or sailors who cruised with the cruise line in 2022. These Sea Rovers will receive a $100 bar credit for the next 2 years. Every time they go on a sailing, the next 2 years, $100 bar credit. There it is. It's an interesting concept. They will receive 3 tokens for every $1 they spend on board. The third status level for Virgin Voyages in this interim process is the Match and See More sailors. These sailors, passengers who sail Virgin Voyages, are also enrolled in other cruise and select air travel reward programs, and Virgin Voyages will match that status. They too will receive a $100 bar tab for the next 2 years. But one thing that we're starting to see Virgin Voyages do, and it's an interesting concept, we're going to talk about it to close the show today, is do you think that loyalty programs, perks that come with loyalty programs should be tied to how much money you spend on board? Meaning, the more money that an individual spends on board, drink packages, specialty restaurants, excursions, drinks, photos, whatever it may be, the more money you spend on board, the higher your loyalty status is, where some individuals can climb that ladder very, very quick. Do you think that this cruise loyalty program that we see across the industry for different cruise lines should be tied on how much money you spend on board, or how many days at sea that you cruise with that company? Or do we have some sort of hybrid system where it takes into account how many days at sea that you've cruised with that company, but also how much money you spend with that company in some sort of hybrid program that means here's your loyalty. You can climb the ranks faster by spending more money. Let us know, of course, what you think in the comment section below. We can't wait to see your thoughts. You guys are always creative. Of course, we'll keep you posted on Virgin Voyages, and there's much more to their loyalty program that they announced today. The final program will be out in 2023, and as changes take place for Royal Caribbean and Carnival, of course, we will share those with you. Islanders, we can't wait to see you in the comment section below on Facebook today, and of course tomorrow right here on Island Time.